Welcome to Elite Lord of Stone. This will be the final heroic leveling video that I'm doing this life. I'm just about to hit 20. This should ding me. I talked about my leveling strategy before, and it's basically to do everything. Just work through the list and just do everything except anything that can be done on Epic. I'm going to do that and save that bravery bonus XP for Epic levels. In other videos I have called that first time bonus, and that's not really accurate because you can still get first time bonus. Whatever difficulty you run on it, you get first time running it on normal, first time running it on hard, but it's that bravery bonus. So I wanted to clarify that I want to be able to have in Epics. And so I've literally done everything, and what I want to show you is where this gets you. I've literally done everything that can be done that's exclusively heroic, except for the Titan Raid and the pre-raid Twilight Forge and Shroud. Done everything else, except I haven't done this quest yet, and then I haven't done Lord of Eyes, which is the final one of this chain. I'm gonna actually have to do that while I'm Epic. And what does that get you? Well, you can see as a multi-lifer, I'm a quarter rank from 20. How much wilderness did I do? Not a ton. You can see, my highest Slayer count is 413. That was because last night we were farming some gems to do SOS. 400 in the Sands of Nectrin. Got a lot of explorers. It didn't really farm out. I didn't complete any of the rares, so wasn't spending a lot of time doing wilderness quest or doing Slayers. Is the point. I also want to show you where that puts you for total favor. 2780 right now. So well on my way to 5,000 favor, and that's, like I've said before, when I'm if I'm not just going for a past life, if I'm going to stay this life for a while, that I want to go for that 5,000 favor. I want that +5 tome. Let's take a look at where the enhancements are. Not really much difference since last video. Nothing has changed over here on the Soul Eater side. I've filled things out a little bit on the Enlightened Spirit. Finished up the resilience of body. Finished up the resilience of soul. Got a point of constitution. I think I had this last video, but I picked up Beacon pretty recently. And Celestial Spirit. This is so awesome. If you're not familiar with the Enlightened Spirit, it lets you float around, and you get feather falling. You're immune to knockdown effects, although it's the same as the Unyielding Sentinel knockdown quote-unquote immunity. You still get knocked down by giant stomps, dragon pounce, and there's some other things too. It's really, really irritating. But you are immune to some knockdown effects. That's been like that ever since Unyielding Sentinel came out. With the Stand Against the Tide stands, you've always not been totally immune to literally all knockdown effects, even though it says you cannot be knocked down. Okay, moving on. Immune to knockdown effects. When enabled, your Eldritch Blasts gain 3d6 light damage. Your Eldritch Aura now affects enemies every 2 seconds. Awesome. I think the gear is exactly the same. I don't think there's anything at level 19. I'll quickly go over it though. Green Steel Smoke Goggles, Hardened Hide Armor, Strength 6, Con 7, Good Luck +2, Evocation 2, Kundrak Delving Boots for freedom of movement, Dashing Gloves, Circle of Hatred, Min 2 Belt, Night Singer's Mantle, Empowered Dragon Scale, Silver Flame Talisman, and Sapphic Circlet. Fanion, Random Gen 80, Radiance 87, Radiance Lore 12. Let's do it. So this is another one I haven't done a video for, but I swear that I did. And these gems, these big gems, obnoxiously large gems, you can collect as an optional. I don't usually do that, so I'm not going to. this is a quest that I typically won't even run unless I'm going for max favor. Usually, by the time I get to this point, this whole chain, I don't even get to, because by the time I finish up Reaver's Refuge, I've hit 20. So if I'm just going for a past life, I just breeze right by this. So, I mean, I bet I have only run this quest 15 times tops since it came out. It drops a really awesome item, even by today's standards. Even though it's a little bit older of a quest, it drops an item called the Earthshatter Warhammer. It is a Warhammer, and it can insta-kill creatures made of rock, of stone. So like earth elementals, and gargoyles, and some others. So it's really valuable for melees, but even for non-melees, I mean, it has a chance to proc. I mean, you're not going to get as fast of an attack rate, so as many procs, but it's still really cool. I had used it occasionally on Ginger Spice. You're fighting a bunch of earth elementals, just pull that out, bam, dual wield them, sick. Procs a lot. And, you know, it's a moderately common drop from here. I mean, if you were to take a full party through this, you'd probably get one or two of them to drop in the end chest. So that's pretty common. One of the quirky things I noticed, I don't know if it's any Featherfall item or what, but when I switch, right now I have Featherfalling slotted on the trinket, and obviously I don't need it because I have Featherfalling from the Celestial Spirit, this thing. I should have tested it with another Featherfalling item. So I take off my trinket and I put it back on, then it toggles me out, it toggles the Celestial Spirit off. And now I'm running around again, I have to turn it back on. So, a little quirky, a little annoying, but no big deal, I thought I'd mention it. You know, another thing I wanted to mention too is sometimes I get contacted by people that'll say, you know, or people that, you know, they see the videos and they want to, you know, run with me in my guild, and I totally welcome that. We host public events every week. We have our Tuesday Abbot Fest every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We have our Friday night Mark of Death Fest, where we run multiple Marks of Death, multiple Abbots on Tuesday, multiple Marks of Death on Friday. And that's also 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And details are in the Sarlona forum. If you would like to run with me and my guild, I encourage you to, you know, and if you're on Sarlona, like those are public LFMs at 9 o'clock on Tuesday and Friday night. I post to LFM, and it's just a first come first serve kind of a situation. And if you're new, you know, last night we did our Abbot Fest and we had a newbie, and I want to say that he said he had never raided before, period. And I think I might actually be getting my conversations mixed up with somebody else, but like that doesn't matter. If you've never even done a raid, or if you've never just done, you know, Abbot or Mark of Death, like that's okay. I'm happy to have you. We're happy to have you. I'll explain the raid to you. You know, it's not as formal as like our teaching raids, but you know, I'm happy to tell you what you need to know. The teaching raids are over for the year. Somebody was asking about that recently too. You know, that's just something we do in the winter and spring. And this year was our third year doing them. I really hope to bring them back for a fourth year, you know, after the new year in January. It's just that, you know, so many people step away from gaming in the summertime. That interest really drops. There's not as many people on. Let's do nothing. We'll do no aura, no bursting. We're gonna do nothing but the let's see. We'll do, there's consume, burning blood, stricken, and whatever that's called. Steal life force. There's stricken again, 386. Consume. I can see it ticking on him. Steal life force. I got 224. He took 208. Not very good against this orange name. Oh, there's 985. No aura, no bursting. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Just want to see what these other numbers are like and show them on the video. Alright, that's enough. Turn the aura back on. You know, in talking about, you know, the public events that we do, that, you know, a lot of the people, like, we've gotten to know a lot of people through over the years that have joined those, that continue to join them week after week, and as we've gotten to know them, like, we've invited those people to our regular guild rates when we have space too. So that's, you know, if you're wanting to get to know the High Lords of Malkier on Sarlona, and you want to run with us, you know, those Tuesday and Friday raids are a great start. We raid almost every single night in guild. I think really Saturdays are the only nights off from raiding. We just do like 3, 4, 5 raids a night. Those eyes there, if you have the evil eyes, if you have like sunburst, for example, anything, any kind of blinding effect will insta-kill them. It's pretty cool. So like on the druid, I love to throw sunburst. I suppose I could insta-kill them here too, because I have the 5% chance to blind them from the Night Singer's Mantle. But I'm probably gonna DPS them faster than that, insta-kill them with the bursts. But the sunburst is nice because that's a ranged attack. And an AoE. He got blinded from the Night Singer's Mantle. I'm being turned to stone. Did acute delirium last night with a group, and it was nice and smooth. That's and I probably should have done a solo quest video of that. Maybe next life, actually, because I can solo it on the Warlock, but I can't solo that on the Druid. There's just too many beholders with their anti-magic. I don't have a chance. It's over there, and what could be more unexpected than more of the same? I love the dialogue of Orlask and Belashira, the Lord of Stone and the Lord of Eyes. Especially the Lord of Eyes in Acute Delirium. Cracks me up. Now that I have the scepter, I'm free to break the rules. So I shall keep my bargain and not kill you. Time to go big. Cudgel, the final exam. He's taking burning blood damage. Cudgel has blood, apparently. And that's that. Well, thanks for watching. If you have questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. If you have questions about my build, you can respond in the Warlock forum. And if you are on Sarlona, you're welcome to send me a tell. Ding 20. Let's see if we get an Earthshatter Warhammer. There it is. This is the rock shattering. When striking stone-like creatures such as gargoyles and earth elementals, or creatures that have been turned to stone, there's a chance this weapon will instantly shatter and destroy the target. Greater Stone Prism on it, which is cool. Maiming, -2 dex penalty. It is pretty cool. Warhammer. Situational. Highly recommend it for melee types as a situational item. Thanks again for watching.